Now my memory is not as good as Aaron's, so I've got to make notes. Did you know the UN, the United Nations Sex Education Guidelines, says it's okay for 10-year-olds to be given homework to go home and ask Daddy about his erections and ejaculations? Do you think that's okay? And every other country is in lockstep with this. There's a movement right now that is trying to desensitise the world to sexualisation of children. You may be wondering why. Well, it is to normalise, accept, allow and welcome paedophilia on a global scale. They have even changed the name of paedophiles to MAP, or minor attracted persons, because it sounds a bit better, doesn't it? Well, let me tell you, if you are sexually abusing or exploiting children, you are a paedophile, so let's not sugarcoat it. You are a sick, vile abomination. This is a global agenda, backed by the WHO, United Nations, Education 2030, UNICEF, yeah, even UNICEF, WF, and global governments. In France right now, the education minister is trying to pass a law to allow 4-year-olds to learn how to perform fellatio. What do you think about that? Disgusting. Is encouraging early childhood masturbation so they can pleasure themselves, is that acceptable? 5 to 8-year-olds being encouraged to touch each other through kissing, hugging, touching through sexual behaviours. 9 to 12-year-olds to learn about masturbation, not only on themselves but on others. Children's books now circulate in the schools, encouraging the following: tongues, kissing, caressing, petting, licking the vagina, sucking the penis, fingering, jerking off, dick in vagina, dick in anus. Absolutely diabolical. Sexuality classes are now being organised where little children can watch pornography and engage in sexual activities with each other. In the Netherlands, an organisation called Rutger has been trying to get paedophilia legalised for years. The global goal is to sexualise little children so that paedophilia becomes mainstream and acceptable. The agenda is to normalise the hidden practices of child abuse. The sexualisation of children is about grooming them from an early age and getting them to believe and accept that they can have sex at any age. The younger the better, as far as they're concerned. Well, it's not okay. Can you imagine the horror this will unleash on humanity if this continues to happen? Children will be traumatised forever, and many will not survive into adulthood.
This bit here that says no, stop, don't. Look at the whole book. Look at the whole book.
They shouldn't even be printing those books for children. You need to have a look at the school's curriculum. A sexual relationship in adulthood should be the most beautiful thing, not something that children have to think about at the age of 3, 4, 5 and so on. They should be learning how to grow food, how to be self-sufficient, how to treat others with compassion and friendship, how to build things, not to give sexual pleasure to each other at the age of 5. Don't fall for the magic words used by the World Health Organization, the UN and the WEF. They are trying to make this horrid agenda sound like a wonderful thing. Word magic or spellings, i.e. spells. Their documents explain things in such a way they make you think they are angels, sent straight from heaven, who are so well-meaning and they want to help the world. All deception is by design, because what is being said and what is actually being taught in schools is mass child abuse. We are dealing with psychopaths of the most diabolical kind, who with beautiful words hide the most nefarious crimes against humanity, while destroying all human rights worldwide during pandemics. They claim to protect the human right of teaching 5-year-old children to masturbate and normalising paedophilia. Child abuse is not part of human rights. I hope you can see through the smoke screens and the various methods of hypnotising humanity with wonderful magical wordplays. Please protect your children. Let them be children. Let them make mud pies and sandcastles. Let them bake cakes, play dress up, have adventures, climb trees, feed farm animals. When it's time to learn about sex, you as mother and father can sit them down and explain it. Do not let the schools indoctrinate, groom, brainwash and sexualise them. They are your children, not the government or the schools. Protect them from the evils of this upside-down satanic world. Let children be children, because they're not children long. If you go on Amazon, there's some books on there. Let me give you a couple of examples. They're actually advertised as adult children's books. Why even have the word children in them? When you've got Mike Hunt, smells like fish, Mike Lit, shouldn't be hard to find. How about Becky the Throat Goat? Or Uncle Jeff's Island, and we all know what Jeff was, don't we? And then we go on. You've heard of Star Wars? We've got Star Whores. Uncle Bob can't wait to show me his knob. Do you think that's acceptable? This is what is going on in the world right now, and it's absolutely disgusting. So please protect your children and find out what they're actually teaching in school. I spoke to a 7-year-old yesterday on a Zoom call. I asked her how her day was, and she told me it was awful. When I asked why, she said they were talking about boys' private bits and it made her sick and it made her cry. So she had to leave the room. She felt so ill. She's 7 years old. She does not need to be shown photographs of penises and being told about boys' penises. She's 7. And I'll end it there. I think I've said enough. Thank you for listening.